E3 is a gamer's Christmas time, so let's talk Sony. Well, Sony has just had its E3 event, so I'm gonna go over like the basic points, like the main points, I guess, of their conference, and we'll go from there. So really, I just want to start off with that there's no new PS3 design. There's no PS3 Slim Dose or Deuce, or there's no new hardware. You still just have the PlayStation Slim, PlayStation 3 Slim. There's no new hardware design like Xbox had, but Xbox hasn't had a redesign in like forever, so that was very needed. But Sony doesn't really need one because now the big thing for PlayStation is PlayStation Move. Sorry. If you've like been under a rock, or if you went parachuting like from space and you've been floating down for like 4 years, you probably, unless that's the case, you know what PlayStation Move is. It's basically like the Wii for a PlayStation. You have the motion controller. If you have a sword, you can do this. If you have a baseball bat, you could go there and hit someone in the stands with a bat. It's just really cool. It's not like Project Natal, which I'll talk about in Microsoft's. But it's still, I like this better. PlayStation Move I think is cooler because it has like physical triggers, it has physical buttons. For if you have Project Natal, I feel that if you want to go around shooting people and you're like this, it's just kind of dumb. Like that doesn't work for me. So yeah, but at E3 they announced that there's gonna be a Sports Champions bundle. If you see me looking down here, it's just because I got my notes, my virtual notes. I'd show you, but So the PlayStation Sports Champions bundle, and that is the PlayStation Eye, the Move controller, and Sports Champs. The game, that's like a Wii Sports kind of thing, and that's gonna run you $100. It's gonna run you a Benjamin. So I think that's a pretty good deal. But however, if you just want the controller itself, that's gonna run you $30, which still isn't that bad. Just like a 6-axis, so like a DualShock 3 is like $60. So this is half of that, and you get like the Move and stuff. So it's really cool. If you want everything, I just call it the Everything bundle, which is the PlayStation itself, the controller, the game, and the PlayStation Eye, the camera. That's gonna run you like $400, which is still a pretty good deal. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the conference. I went over like the notes from like just all the tech sites, So I think $400 is a pretty good price, and it's available in North America the 19th of September. So today is what? Wednesday, June 16th, couple months. So I think that's pretty cool that we finally have a release date for PlayStation Move. It's very hyped. It looks very promising, I think. The design I think could be better, but if it works good, then I will not be complaining. I do plan on getting it. Maybe not on September 19th, but maybe a Christmas present or something, So that'd be cool to have. Very cool to have. The next thing I want to talk about is PlayStation Network. They're now having PlayStation Plus, or the PSN Plus, and basically it's kind of like the Xbox 360, or their Xbox Live, but this is better because access to the PlayStation Store will still be free. You still have access to demos, you still have access to, rent movies, purchase movies, stuff like that. But PlayStation Plus is $50 a year, which I believe is cheaper than Xbox Live. I'm not positive because I don't have an Xbox. But with this, like I said, it doesn't affect the normal usage of the PlayStation Network. If you don't pay for it, it's still free. You could have access to everything you've always had access to. However, you'll get things like dedicated servers for games, so you'll have faster online playtimes. It won't crash or it won't lag or anything. It'll just be really nice. You'll have access to betas, so if developers are working on a game and they have like a pre-build of it, you can play it. And the first 3 months of it are free to try, so if it's something for you, you'll say, hey, I'll pay $50 a year for this. That's like what? It's like $5 a month-ish, I think. A little less. So that's pretty cool. That's a very good price. I don't think I'll get it though, because I'm not really that into PlayStation Network. The only thing I really use it for is to play online, and I really haven't had problems with being kicked out of games or anything, so Other than that, I really don't see any other purpose I'd use it for. I'm not really like, I wouldn't want to play betas like if they're buggy, and it's just a cool thing, I guess. But I'll definitely try it out. But whether or not I'll buy it, I can't tell you that yet. So now the main part of E3, games. There's some pretty cool. There's a good lineup of games available or coming out for the PlayStation 3. Some of like the more mature titles that really are starting to showcase the PS3's power, such as Medal of Honor Frontline. I'm a pretty decent first-person shooter fan, like Call of Duty, Killzone, stuff like that. So I'll look into getting this. Dead Space 2, Portal 2, Final Fantasy. Not the biggest fan. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I have the first Assassin's Creed, and to be honest, I didn't really like it. It's kind of slow at the beginning, and I just never really got into it. Gran Turismo 5 is what I've been waiting for. I'm into cars and such, so that's like a must-have for me. Sony's been putting it off for so long. I want it. Basically, is the bottom line. I want that game, and hopefully it'll be coming out this year, maybe early next year. But knowing Sony, we won't see it until like 2015. So yeah, but and also it says that Gran Turismo 5 is going to be 3D, so it's going to have like a dual-sided Blu-ray. One of them is just going to be normal, one's going to be in 3D. I don't see the purpose of having a 3D car racing game. I just don't. So I don't even know what the whole hype with 3D is. To me, it's nothing that special. I will never buy into it. I'll never spend thousands of dollars on a 3D TV where I have to wear glasses, look like an idiot while I'm playing a game. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. And there's one more, Twisted Metal. If you go back to PlayStation 1, they had Twisted Metal. If you go back to PlayStation 2, they had Twisted Metal. If you go back to PSP, they had Twisted Metal. This is the first on PlayStation 3, and the looks of it, it's going to be really sweet. I'm probably, no doubt, undoubtedly going to get this game. There's going to be trailers. I just can't wait. And one last thing I want to talk about is just 3D gaming in general. You're going to need a 3D TV, 3D glasses, and a 3D game. Not for me. I just don't see the point of it. That's basically it. So 3D TVs, like $1,000, 3D game. Whether they'll charge more for 3D games, like $10 more or whatever, I'm not sure. But I will never, as far as I can tell, unless I win the lottery, like the Powerball, and I just have thousands of dollars to throw around, I don't think I'll be buying into this 3D stuff. So basically that was E3's conference in a nutshell. If you want to see the full video, it's all over the internet. This was just like a brief little overview of it. Just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Leave some comments. You go ahead and leave me a message, email me, the works. So I should be back probably tomorrow with Microsoft's overview. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you then.